Welcome. What it do?
So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Say Like a Champ, episode
Yes.
103.
Episode 103 today. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy in the building, man. What's going on, fam?
Just another beautiful day in paradise, you know what I'm saying? Surviving the crazy weather we've been having out here in Arizona. Looking forward to the show today, man. Glad to be back with you. How are you?
I'm doing straight, man. Speaking of the weather, man, I actually got caught up. I was on the I-17 and Greenway on Friday night with my boy, and that was the underpass that was like stupid flooded.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got stuck there till about like 2:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? At my boy's house chilling.
Crazy.
Before I could actually get home. So man, yeah, it was nuts, dude. Friday was crazy.
Yeah, our roads are definitely not meant for the weather. That's for sure. But hope everybody's doing well, staying safe wherever you are. Got some slackers checking in as well. We got what's good. Checking in with the early comment pre-show. We also got Moms. We got Kelly. What's up? And we got Pops as well. Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening. So we got a big show for you guys today. We have a very special guest we're going to be getting to in just a minute. So just to do a little bit of housekeeping, we're going to have our special guest and we're going to have some special time with him. And then after that, we'll be going through our regular topics. You know how we get down. We do our NFL talk, our NBA talk, our other sports, all that good stuff. We also got the rest of the crew back in the house as well. So it's going to be a jam-packed show. Strizzy, you want to do our little YouTube disclaimers before we get it popping?
Well, you know, absolutely. So y'all know the deal, man. Follow us on YouTube, Say Like a Champ Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell. So anytime we post something, you know, y'all get it first, man. So as always, we appreciate the love and support. And man, let's get it popping, bro. I can't wait, man. Let's get it popping.
And we back. Now it's official.
Yes, sir.
And multiple intros. Say Like a Champ, episode 103. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy, man. What's up?
What it do, slackers out there? We got a lot to get to today. We're going to bring in some of the OG crew real quick and say hello to them. We'll get everybody sorted out here on the screen real quick. We got Mr. Mav Marcus in the building. What's good?
Yo. What's up, Al?
What up, brother, man?
Welcome back. We know you've been working hard, man. We appreciate you being here, though. You doing good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we good, man. I know it's busy, so we can move it on.
Yes, we got next up the permanent special guest, Miss Myra May. What's good? How you been?
Hi, what's up?
What up?
All right. We're doing good. Glad to have you back with us. And then we have our special guest today, Mr. Jared Quay Campbell. What's good?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up, fam?
What's up?
We're gonna sort everybody around. Everybody.
Musical chairs with the pictures.
Exactly. Let's get it right. So, Strizzy, you want to do a quick introduction to your boy here and kind of explain how we got our special guest today?
Yeah, man. Most definitely. So I saw Jared at our boy Kingsley's birthday party a couple months back, and it's kind of funny because like I recognized Jared immediately, but funny thing is, I thought you came with Prince. I didn't even know you knew Kingsley like that. So so I was like, oh, hey, that's what's up. And then he did a little stand-up for us, man. We were dying, laughing, cracking up. It was a good night, really fun night. And then we had talked about possibly trying to get some skits in, but both of us have been kind of mad busy. I know you're just coming back from LA, I think a couple of weeks ago too. So yeah, we still got some work to do for sure before my man gets back out to LA. I think you're moving at the end of the year. You was talking about, but before that, I was just like, man, they get my man on the show. Like he's doing sports, he's on Yahoo, played college ball, played NFL for a little bit. So I was like, man, perfect guest to get him on. So I appreciate you 100% coming through, and man, we have some fun, man. It's gonna be a good show today.
Definitely. I appreciate the intro, man. I think he didn't do. I want to make sure you get the justice right, man. I was an amazing high school football player. I was a decent college football player, and a terrible 3-week mini camp for the Cardinals player. All right, but all of that happened. All right, that is it. And then I do stand up. I'm a pretty good stand up. I will say that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I was kind of hot on the back stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to come back like, yo, my man was hot. He was in the NFL, played. He was in the Cardinals for a hot minute, playing with his brother, all that fun stuff.
You got to give my high school stats. I was an amazing in high school.
Well, we appreciate you keeping it real for sure. But take us back to those days though, real quick. How was it being a top level high school athlete and being recruited at the D1 level? What was that like?
It's bittersweet now, man. They're giving out lots of money to people who
with
are
the NIL. Yeah.
I feel like if I was playing in college football now, I might have had about $6-7 million by now. Man, I'd be recruiting myself, man. I'd be working in business. Like, y'all want to give me some money?
Right.
But no, honestly, it was a dream, man. Honestly, some of my funnest days, man. Played football at the U, man, with some good talent like Jimmy Graham, Travis Benjamin still playing, Lamar Miller. A lot of great players I played with. And so obviously Kenny Phillips was a great safety when I was there. He didn't do as well in the NFL, but to be around such great people and call them teammates, sometimes be making plays before them was amazing. And to get to talk about it with, the sports fans is still pretty cool, man. Even though that's a past life now. That's about 10, 11, 12 years ago now, but it's still a highlight of my life.
It flies, man. For sure.
For sure. Well, so now take us to the present now. So you're working with Yahoo Sports and you're doing the stand-up comedy thing. What does that look like for you right now? Are you just all over the place or?
Oh, bro, it's the dream, man. I fit in a lane that's really small right now where I really blend sports and comedy well. I do a show for Yahoo Sports called The Rush, and I do a lot of their betting content. So if you guys ever go to Yahoo Sports, look it up, Jared Quay. I'm gonna give y'all the best advice and some of the funniest content. And as well, I'm in a unique place where I do stand-up comedy. I've been living in LA, but I've been in Arizona. So if you're in the Valley, come check me out. I got shows pretty much every week while I'm out here. So definitely. But yeah, it's night and day. Football's all teamwork, and you got nothing but teammates. And everywhere you go, you with your boys. You ain't never got to worry about nothing. And stand-up comedy is the most loneliest profession you can have. So yeah.
True. It's just you and the mic stand, huh?
Yeah.
Man, Jared, so speaking of betting, man, I know you're back and forth between Arizona and LA, man. How are you feeling about Arizona getting our sports book in like September 9th, September 6th, something like that?
Oh, man, it's great, man. I get tired of using offshore books, man.
That's me, bro. That's me, bro. Let's do it.
No, it's great. Obviously, they got a lot of promotions, and I mean, it's weird because when you say betting, usually like, yo, Vegas got the line at -3, but now betting is everywhere, so it can't just be Vegas. So that's cool. And obviously, it's gonna make my dates are either gonna be really expensive and lavish, or they're gonna be peanut butter jelly sandwiches at the park because that's how it works.
Ramen, baby.
It's the highs and lows. Yeah, you got to ride the wave sometime.
I mean, I like peanut butter and jelly, but
when you ain't got money, you gotta be real creative. You gotta be like, yo, we're gonna look at the stars from this perfect angle. You can see the Big Dipper.
Right.
If you act right, we can add Nutella to the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? If you act right.
Dang, you stretching next level. Don't let them know you scraping the bottom of that bottle.
From like the lid, you know what I'm saying? From the lid.
That's what's up. That's what's up, though. So along your way, Jared, I did want to ask about some of the different people that you've interacted with and some of the different people you've had a chance to meet. Can you talk to us about that a little bit and what that transition was like between being a ball player and then, starting to do some hosting and some interviews and things?
Boom. All right, I'm about to help y'all. Whoever's watching this and want to get into this.
This is what I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Where my
Broadcast
notebook?
it's a very tough thing, man. You really look at this. A lot of people go to classes in school, and I never did none of that. I still suck at reading teleprompter. But one thing that helped me is just the fact that I guess they're looking for new avenues and different ways. And I always tell people one of the things that I'm fortunate enough is I speak athlete, right? When an athlete come on the show, I know what they're going through. I can talk to them real quick. They loosen up, and it's really a beneficial tool to be able to talk to people on a current level. Because sometimes a lot of broadcasters, if you're not a former player, people get nervous, man. You get Ocho Cinco on your show. You're like, oh, can I talk to you about all the cool dances and everything? Where me, I keep it a buck with them, so it helps me. I've interviewed some cool people in this job, man. Yahoo, they always call me every day, like, you want to interview Eddie Murphy? You want to interview Chris Pratt? You want to interview Michael Jordan? They ain't gave me Michael Jordan yet. But
Speaking of manifest it.
Yeah. I want to interview LeBron. That's what I want, man. LeBron is on my wish because I feel like LeBron is much more than just an athlete. But like, there's so many cool things you would never know. Like Saquon Barkley might be the best Connect Four player I ever seen. He's literally like in the future, yeah. And I think I'm a good Connect Four player, but that man beat me. He was knowing what I was gonna do. He started putting 4 moves ahead. Let's see what else, man. I got to interview MC Hammer. MC Hammer taught me the Hammer Time dance. He told me it was more on the shoulder. I wasn't working the shoulder hard enough. So it's cool, man.
You was working the legs. You was working the legs.
There you go, Strizzy got it, man. There you go, man. Yeah, tough, man. You gotta really pop that shoulder. Don't have ass. Can I curse?
Yeah, you're good.
I heard you say earlier, moms and them was watching, man. I don't want nobody.
Oh no, we're good.
I think I drop more F-bombs than anybody, so trust me, you're good.
But that's what's up. That's what's up, though. Let's see, though. I can definitely understand that being able to kind of connect with them on that level and be loose with them and, kind of have that confidence is different than like, somebody asking the question that's kind of a square and never played the game. That's been coming up a lot lately.
You know what I really want to say? And I mean, this is weird. And I know it from like my brother because he still plays. Anybody, if you're watching this and you want to get into it, it's such a unique game this day where you can literally tweet at people, you can DM them on IG, and people respond these days. And so if you really want to get an interview, especially in the post-COVID world when all you need to do is send a Zoom link, like that, people are getting used to that. They got setups now. So if you're watching this and you go DM somebody, you never know who's going to answer. Maybe start with some of the small, not star players. I know offensive linemen will always reply to DM.
bro, truth be told, me that's kind of how we've gotten like some of the guests that we've had on the show. It's just like I just been going in random DMing people. I just so happened to meet you in person. Say a couple months ago at Kingsley's birthday party. So, I was just like, hey, man, the worst thing they can say to me is no, or not answer me at all, one or the other. But those mouths don't get fed, as I always say.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can find a model and just catfish with an avatar, just slide in like, hey, and then when they reply, oh yeah, this is my sister's account. I want to see if you can do my brother's podcast.
That's too funny. That's too funny.
I don't want to jump into topics. I know you got that written down, but the Jay Crowder, he just came out. Jay Crowder was sliding them DMs and got put on blast out there, man.
Oh, I didn't see that yet. Oh man, I'm sure that's. I
work in sports, so the stories are hitting me every day. Everybody's hitting me up with the stories, and so I catch everything right away in real time.
Got you. That's what's up. That's too funny. Well, we have to see about that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely does seem like a troublemaker sometimes. Can't lie about that.
The DM thing, though, right, Strizzy? Strizzy and I both DM'd somebody, and I got a message back. Strizzy did not.
Oh yeah. Was that AB?
Well, we can see why. I think sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not an AB. Myra's a little prettier than I am, so I completely understand. You know what I'm saying?
You look too nice.
Yeah.
He's a little too nice. Yeah, he responded quick. I was like, okay, bet. Strizzy responded. So.
No, that was dope.
That's what's up.
Speaking
this is a side note. Hold on. Oh, I just have one question because I want to know everybody's sporting background. How far do anyone play ball? Anyone hoopers, football players? What is it? I don't watch the podcast as much as I should.
Yeah.
I know my man, the
basketball.
producer. Yeah, he looked like he would D1 to at least Alabama State.
Alabama State. That's funny. Texas though, baby. But no, I ain't did on D1. But I played basketball, football. High school. That's about it.
A-Dub, what we got? A-Dub, what we
Yeah, I played high school football. That was about it for me. You know what I'm saying? Representing Greenway class of 06. That's as far as it goes for me. You know, and then a whole lot of you know, Sunday dreams and stuff like that, Saturday Warrior type stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the park and things like that. But Myra, I see some trophies back there. Myra, what you?
Yeah, those actually are some of my trophies. My parents just came and dropped them off at my house one day. Like, listen, you got to figure these trophies out, and they left them on the patio and was like,
Acting like it wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying?
What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, so I did just about everything through high school. I did volleyball, I did basketball, I did soccer, I did track. My main sport was soccer. I lettered all 4 years in that, and I've done competitive karate and kickboxing since I was like 11. So, yeah.
I just really want to know.
It's kind of funny because there's like really big trophies on the other side, but the ones that mean the most are like medals. Like my state championships are all medals. So there's some more.
Yeah, you won state?
Yeah, I won state, and I actually got invited to Bluegrass Nationals as well. So Bluegrass Nationals is typically where like they select people for the Olympics. So I got invited. I didn't go though because at the time my life was crazy with everything that I did. I did everything. Cheer, dance.
You want to hear something crazy?
I did it all.
I kid you not. I played I was one of the best players in high school. College, I did really good. Pros, I have not won a championship since I was a 9-year-old in Little League. Never even got to a championship game, bro. I don't know what it feels like. People win championships, and I just be like, bro, what that feel like, man? How does that feel to be like, at the end of the season, be shaking hands with everybody like we did it? Every time, I swear, the last game is the hurtfulest game when you don't make it, bro. So congrats on them championships.
Bro, I know how that feels too, man, because I was playing high school football and then ended up playing in junior college at GCC here. And I remember we got pretty close my high school year in the state championship, and then the year after I graduated, they actually got to the championship and lost. So I was like, I'm like, I don't know if I would have rather not gotten there or gotten there and lost. I don't know which one hurts more.
Not every player I've ever interviewed, even my brother, every player, the worst feeling you'll ever have is to lose in the Super Bowl. To lose in the Super Bowl is the worst feeling in sports. Even more so than like losing NBA Finals, because you know you can prepare. You're like, damn, we down. This is a game, 6 down.
Right.
But the Super Bowl, you come in like 2 hours before the game, you know you're going to win it, and then you lose, and it's just over. And you got to watch confetti fall down to some other team.
That's
like
true.
When Atlanta blew that lead with the Patriots.
Yeah. And it is that is why football is so harsh with that. Yeah, it is that, that's that one chance, and any given Sunday, you never know. Got a couple more slackers checking in. Oh, real quick, I just want to say what's up with David and to Grace. And if any of y'all have any questions for our guests, feel free to fire off while Marcus goes.
Definitely.
No, I just wanted to ask.
Our boy David's actually a really big. He's a huge Ravens fan, so I know he's tuning in.
Let's go, baby, Ravens flock.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Well, Marcus, what were you gonna say?
No, I just wanted to ask. Is that a Walter Payton Man of the Year award up there?
It is. This ain't my. I'm staying in my brother's condo in.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, actually, I won it. I did. I won Walter. That was in year 2, I believe. No, these are all classic trophies and everything, man. So yeah, but it looks cool, so I'll be using them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I met Calais one time. I think it was maybe 5-6 years ago. He did a fundraiser at his house in Chandler. And I think your sister, she coordinated the whole thing. It was at a dope house. They kept on asking me, "Hey, what number are you? What position you play?" I was like, "I don't play, man." So, but it was a cool thing to experience those guys. They were real cool guys in the Cardinals. So it was
bro, you
fun.
gotta lie to them, bro. You gotta be like, I'm number 105.
I almost did. Because even some of the players, because the training camp didn't start yet, so it's like, "Hey, man, so what caused you?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just here, just doing media stuff." They're like, "Oh, all right, man."
That's the perfect time though. When the roster's like 90 men on it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Perfect time.
That'd be dope if you could just fake your way on it. You just start shaking hands. Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna meet you. What time we need to be there? 8 o'clock. All right. And then you just show up and see how far you can go.
Yeah, but your brother was real cool though. He was a real cool dude. I was always a fan since I met him that time. So he was real down to earth guy. So it was dope.
Yeah, man. I don't know if we even said it, man. My brother is Quay Campbell of the Baltimore Ravens, man. He's a giant human being. He's way bigger than me. I'm actually better than him at football. He's just way bigger than me. And so I just let him have it because he was real insecure as a kid. So I just let him have it. But yeah.
That's
He
what's
was
up.
real insecure as a kid.
That's real big of you. That's real big.
I said, you go ahead and have it. I got comedy and whatnot, man. You go ahead and have it.
You know what I'm saying? I got jokes. Jokes. No, that's what's up, man. I mean, I'm laughing. I'm looking at David's comment over. He said, I got kicked out of junior league flag football game for screaming at a ref. Highlight of my sports career, I was 10. I'm weak.
Jeez.
That's too funny.
Go out hard. Go hard or go home, man. Is that
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause, man? If you're going to do it.
Speaking of flag football, though, Strizzy went hard. You know what I'm saying? We made it to the championship game and lost in flag football, actually, at the work league.
Yeah.
But Strizzy blew out his leg.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Dodgeball
I tore my
champion.
ACL in that game. That was bad. That's the only reason why we lost, too. Only reason
Yeah.
why we lost. I'm not even trying to sound big headed. If I would have torn my ACL, we'd have been straight.
We were
Man, you took
marking that game.
ACL? Shit.
Yeah, I tore my ACL in that game.
Y'all playing tough, man. That's the
And then after that, I was our only deep threat after that. And you know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? My 40 time isn't too quick. So it was rough after that. You know, we tried, though. We tried. But
That was a really deep threat.
Moms wants to know what position you played, Jared, when you did play.
Oh man, I played all throughout high school. I was a running back, and I really wanted to be like the next Terrell Davis because I'm from Denver. And then I got to college, and I was good, and they moved me to safety. And so I played free safety, and I started my junior and senior year. And then I got to the pros, and I realized I was really small as a safety because I was there with Adrian Wilson and Kerry Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
And and then both of them dudes was like 6'3", 6'4", 230, 240. And so I played like a hybrid safety / nickel. And then I got cut, man. That was a hurtful experience. Honestly, I like to say I retired now because I'm at the age where retired sounds a little better.
Choice of words matters.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said retired. You know what I'm saying? Retired NFL player. You know what I mean? Hey,
I had
but
to
you
go
know
on my
what, like,
Wikipedia. I had to change on my Wikipedia. They was like a free agent. Nah, I'm retired. I gave up.
There you go.
Edit.
get it right.
All right, pretty random, but any relation to Earl Campbell?
Nah, I used to like a lot of people because Earl Campbell's a beast. But Campbell, we had a cousin that was on my mama's side that was in the pros. He played for the Buccaneers. He was linebacker in like the 70s. But other than that, my mom's her like first cousin was the first black quarterback at LSU in 1997. He started his sophomore year and he actually drowned going into the junior year at one of the lakes trying to save somebody. That's what they say. But again, it was the South, so who knows? That's another story for another day. But other than that,
That's
Earl.
wild.
And then my niece is a beast. My niece Quay Campbell is a All-American gymnastics star at UCLA. So that's and she won I think the floor routine in the NCAA, and she almost made the Olympics this year. So next to know, in 4 years, she got that. That's her.
3.
4 years.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They're gonna do 3 years. So
Just
Even sooner. That's what's up.
That's dope. That's dope for real.
My only relation to Earl Campbell is I love those hot links, but
Hell
you know what I'm saying? But all right, let's see. Any other questions or Jared, anything else you want to plug before we'll go ahead and get into our little list of topics?
Yeah, man. I'm doing I'm doing this myself with a tequila company called Los Sundays. I should be wearing a shirt right now. I'm doing a tour this fall where I'm doing a series called Your Team Sucks. I'm going to be following the Ravens. David, if you come to any of the away games, where I'm going to go and I do like a little tour of the city of where we're going to be going on our away games. And I'm doing a standard routine at the local club. Check my website, jaredquay.com, to find out where that is. And I'm going to do a roast. I'm going to roast the team. The first week, I got the Raiders in Vegas. And we're going to be doing Detroit. If you're in the Detroit area, that's going to be going to get the Lions. I'm doing the Broncos, Miami, Dolphins, and then obviously the AFC North team. So check me out. Go to jaredquay.com to find the dates. And if not, watch them on YouTube because I'm about to be roasting your team if we play them. Just know that. I'm getting on them.
Don't do our team. We're going to have to meet you.
You did. You have one done on your YouTube already. I think you did one of the Did you do one of the Cardinals or no?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta talk to my publicist because I was supposed to be private. I was supposed to be a private link, but I'm seeing people like, "Yeah, I saw your roast," and I'm like, "How you see that? I didn't even want that out."
Dang.
Yeah, I seen it. I was dying. I was like, "Dang, he really going at him for real." Like he was killing him. He was hurting dude's feelings. Like I was
I
like,
know.
"Dang."
You gotta take that off. I wasn't ready. I like the Cardinals. Everybody but the Cardinals is cool.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it.
Yeah, David says genius idea. I agree. That's what's up. You get to travel, you know what I'm saying, incorporate different tour of the city, you know what I'm saying, do dates. That's perfect.
And talk trash about people.
So you do players or just like the team and what they position? Like you do extra players too?
It's just, I mean, I tried. You know, I know players, so it's good fun. But major milestones. If you got a player that's infamous, definitely going to talk about it. But at the most part, it's really just open game of what people know about the team. I do a lot of research and therefore make it funnier. If you're a fan, you probably like it more.
I have a question about that, a follow-up question. Have you designed a T-shirt yet, like a stadium tour T-shirt, like a band concert T-shirt? Is that going to be in the works?
My producer has someone that's drafting some. I got a little like Q&A I'm gonna do at the tailgates where it's like, your team sucks, prove me wrong. And so they're designing that.
Be careful.
That's what's up. That's what I'm
wondering. I need a bodyguard. I gotta make a taekwondo class. You never know.
You got us right here. If something local, that's right here. We'll be your bodyguard. Like, we'll get some suits on and stuff.
You already know.
Richard says,
I'm not being nice to the Steelers. I'm not gonna be nice to the Steelers, man.
Come on, Rick. You got Juju on squad.
Ain't they tied for the most championships, or maybe one under the Patriots? They deserve it. You can take it. You guys have been good so much. You deserve to be trash talk for a little bit.
I'm with that. I agree with that.
If you look at the picture of Santonio Holmes, he didn't score. He didn't have both feet down, man. That's Larry Fitzgerald should have a ring right now.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. That was a crazy game, though. That was a crazy game. I can't believe we even saw the Cardinals in the Super Bowl, honestly.
Do I have enough time to talk the story, or we got to get this? I know we ain't got.
No, go for it. Go for it.
That was Calais' rookie year. I was balling at Miami. I drove up. It was in Tampa. I'm sitting at the Super Bowl with all the confidence in the world. The seats next to me are empty. They're literally empty. I'm like, who doesn't come to the Super Bowl? Finally, in the third quarter, this big buff black dude and these two pretty white girls come and sit down next to me. I'm like, yo, who is this? This must be like one of the former players. Now he a bodyguard. Paris Hilton sits right next to me.
No way.
Ask me, did I shoot my shot?
You did.
No, you
didn't. I shot every bit of my 20-year-old no game having self out there. Curve harder than it could be. It was a nice curve. She did it very politely, but I definitely shot my shot, and she was like, "Nah, I didn't have it."
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
But if I had the opportunity now that I'm 32 years old, I definitely could have pulled it.
Got the experience now.
Your confidence.
All they had to do is stop Harrison from running 100 yards and they win the Super Bowl, but they couldn't stop this slow guy going all the way down. So,
that last play of the first half, yeah,
you stop him, you win. That's all you got to do. They couldn't stop him though. So
we didn't have Buda Baker at the time. That's what happened.
Damn, you ain't lying. DK Metcalf would have walked him down. He wouldn't have got
that.
Quick too. Oh man, but that's what's up though. That's crazy that you were there though. I'm sure that was an experience. I hope to still get to a Super Bowl at some point, but
real prices just keep going up, man. They're making it tough for real.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Come this sports betting, you know what I'm saying? That might not be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, we're gonna get some advice from Jared. You know, we're gonna be watching.
Jared comes with all the advice.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, I think we might want to transition now, though. I think it's a good time to go ahead. Unless the rest of y'all, do you have any other last questions we want to get to before we just jump into our thing?
We can jump in.
All right, that's what's up. Then let's go ahead and pull up our first topic.
All right, Strizzy. You ready? You know we got the flag football championship this weekend, okay?
Got it, coach.
We won 3 times in a row, right? We going for the 4-peat. I got the play, okay? This is going to be the secret play. I'm going to draw it here, but we're going to have to burn this board down because we can't let anybody know, okay, what the secret play. Okay, so make sure you're ready to memorize it, okay?
Got it.
It's better than the annexation of Puerto Rico, okay? This has got nothing on that, okay? We haven't named it yet, but we'll figure it out. And boom, that's the play. Exactly. 4-peat on the way.
All right, and it's time for NFL talk. We don't got too many things that we want to get into, but it was a very exciting weekend. We're gonna have to pull up this graphic real quick so we can just kind of just chime in on these topics. But we had one thing I wanted to talk about, some preseason injuries. It's actually been relatively light so far, but still waiting for Dak Prescott to see if he's going to play in the preseason. Michael Thomas with some interesting timing on his surgery he might miss some time for the Saints, but other than that, it's been pretty good. We were excited, though, to see the first week of all the teams playing in the preseason, saw some rookie debuts. So I just wanted to hear from y'all how y'all felt, or did you guys watch any of this preseason action, and who stood out to you? Strizzy, I wanted to jump to you, too. I know some Panthers that you were liking, so going to get the ball rolling for us.
The guests go first.
Or Jared, if you had any thoughts on this one.
Not the Panthers. Preseason is amazing. I love the rookies. I think the only thing I think makes preseason fun is you get to see the rookies for the first time. I thought Trey Lance surprised a lot of people. People weren't excited for him to be third overall. That boy can throw that ball. He threw it almost the size of the football field. So it really stood out for me. And then other than that, man, I think the Eagles receivers are a nightmare right now. I've been seeing them in practice, and they got Quinn Watkins. That boy's good. You got Rhaegar and Devontae Smith, so the Eagles might actually be good for once. But that's all I've seen this preseason.
Yeah, we'll see. Strizzy, what did you think about what Hubbard and your wide receiver too?
Both of them, man. I think Terrence Marshall Jr. looks really, really nice, man. He's going to be coming in third, 3 receiver sets. He looked really good. Also, Hubbard too, man. He got 7 carries for like 80 yards, something like that. He really, really tore it up. It's going to be tough, obviously, playing behind Christian McCaffrey, but I think we finally have a running back who can give Christian some a break. You know what I mean? Considering he plays like 93% of snaps or something crazy like that. So really excited to kind of see them play. Hopefully, we continue to kind of fly under the radar a little bit, as we didn't have a great season last year. But I completely agree with Jared. Trey Lance was actually the quarterback that I was hoping that we would draft if we didn't grab Darnold, but. He ended up going to the 49ers, and I think he's actually going to be the rookie to watch for this year. I think by sometime midway through the season, I think he actually takes over for the 49ers. But I'm actually really excited to see him play, and I think he does actually really, really well.
Yeah, me too. I agree. Myra, what were you thinking? Did you see anybody?
Yeah, I agree with Jared when he's talking about Denver's wide receivers. Definitely that was interesting to watch. I can't wait to see where our boy from Houston's going to end up. That's still in the
Deshaun Watson, yeah.
Where is Deshaun Watson going? And I was also pretty impressed with one of the receivers for the Bears. I can't remember his name. Rookie. He had a pretty good 14 for 20. I think LeBron James shouted him out. He had a pretty impressive. What was his name?
And Fields, the
Justin
quarterback
Fields.
for them, yeah.
Justin Fields. Yeah.
He started off rough, but he really turned it around big time.
He did turn it around. And then, the special teams kid. He didn't have much going on offense, but he had that one punt return. Rookies are not standing out to me right now, guys. I'm ready.
You're good.
I'm ready for my fantasy football draft, and then let's keep it moving. His name will come to me in just a little bit.
I feel you. No worries. I was just excited to see a full slate of action. The quarterbacks I think are always the ones to watch. That plus the running backs. I feel like if you see running backs in the preseason, you can kind of see who can translate, who can contribute right away. So I was excited to see that. Cowboys, it was their second game, got us touch on America's team, you know what I'm saying? Second loss, and that's cool. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just wondering if the defense is going to be all right when it comes to the Cowboys. So we'll see. Marcus, did you have any thoughts on the first week and the Cowboys as well?
I just talked about the Cowboys. I went to the game, so it was pretty cool. It's my first time. I always hear people say it's more Cowboy fans than Cardinal fans, and it kind of sounded like that this past weekend. It was really rallied up in there when we scored. The whole crowd went crazy. And Michael Parsons, I think he's gonna get Defensive Player Rookie of the Year or whatever like that. I think he's gonna be a stud for us. I think he's gonna train out whole defense. So hopefully he stay healthy and he do that for us. But I think the Cowboys, I think we'll be all right, man. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we say that every year, y'all.
You're supposed to. You're a real fan. You're supposed to. Why say something different?
Oh no, I'm having delusions. 94, 95 was a long time ago, y'all.
We got to
Well,
believe, you know what I'm saying? Can't
la-
lose the faith, you know what I'm saying?
last time the Phoenix Suns lost in the finals 4-2, the Cowboys won. So I'm just saying in the following year. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Conspiracies, I like it.
yeah, that's a history buff right there. I didn't even know.
I'm just saying.
That also
It
was in
may
like
happen again.
95, right? 96, 95?
95.
Yeah.
Oh, David, too.
94,
And we
95,
and we won here too. It was
True.
here. So I'm
Yeah.
just saying, some things just let's go. Let's make
You
it
never
happen
know.
this year.
You never know. Speaking of the Cowboys, though, too, they are on Hard Knocks. It was pretty interesting. I wanted to know if any of you guys watched Hard Knocks, and I will
Yes.
ask you guys too. I gotta know
I
yes or
already
no.
know what it is.
Have you ever put salt on a
I
McGriddle,
already knew it.
or would you put salt on the McGriddle? Did you see this Jerry Jones putting salt on his McGriddle sandwich?
I
That
just
just
don't
tripped me out.
I don't
That-
understand the GIF. Like it's a pretty much a sweet sandwich. Why are you putting salt? I guess he wanted the sweet and sour, the sweet and
Sweet and savory, whatever it is.
yeah. I guess that's what he wanted. I guess, but it was just he put a lot on there too, so it was kind of weird.
That's wild to me. That's like putting salt on pancakes.
That can't be
Pretty
good
much.
for cholesterol. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that can't be good for his cholesterol.
It wasn't his first time doing that, so he's what 70 something. He's still good. So hey,
Man,
he had
Jerry
the salt
Jones ain't
shaker
human.
ready.
He
Yeah.
ain't even human. You look at him; he look like he's from another planet. 197 years old.
Every year he looks more and more like the Emperor from Star Wars, man.
For
He's
real,
just holding on, but he just got to get that Super Bowl before he goes. It means so
he
much
said
to him.
he'll do anything to get into the Super Bowl. So anything, I know what we should do. We should go. It's crazy right now. We should go get Deshaun Watson. Have two quarterbacks. People have two running backs. Let's have two quarterbacks. You'll do anything possible. Let's do it. I'm just saying.
We'll see. That was too funny though. We'll see. The next episode is tonight, and I think we'll see if they get into more of the littler the different players. Like they had the big names in this first episode, but I always like to see kind of the different stories and see those guys and see the Jared Campbells of the world. You know what I'm saying? That are out there. Trying to do their thing. So
if the Cardinals would have had Hard Knocks in 2011, I promise you, I have my own show on VH1 by now.
I feel it. You never know. And that's what they do look for. They do kind of get those personalities that are on the team. So I'm sure you would have been a highlight for the Cardinals Hard Knocks episodes for sure.
And they haze me twice as much, man, because my brother was on the team, so they used to haze me twice as much, man.
Dang,
Darnell, I was like, Darnell, you don't got to do
Docker,
this.
that's a crazy dude too, man.
I said, I don't even play your position, man. Why are you messing with me?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you're like, go pick out your own room.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Jim Wilson and Kerry Rose to worry about. Why are you messing with me, man?
That's wild, though. Yeah, I'm sure there's some stories there for sure. But yeah, so other things. Bill Belichick is still kind of iffy on who the starter is going to be. He's still not saying yet. Tim Tebow was released in the first wave of cuts, and then also we had Jamal Adams becoming the highest paid safety. So those are just some of the other little stories out of NFL talk. But we're here, we're watching, and I'm just excited that football is kind of officially back. I feel like now that the ball is rolling, it's gonna be going. The rest of the year will be flying by. So.
All right, Pop. I agree with Pops.
Pop said, "Don't insult Mr. Jones. He changed the NFL for the better. Respect." That's absolutely true. He did. You know what I'm saying? He made it into the marketing machine, started owning his own rights and everything like that. Grace says, "Pass me the salt." I guess she's ready for the McGriddle.
Man.
And Mom says, "Good for Tebow."
Are we gonna just pass by Tebow like that? We're not gonna say anything else. Like
I'm throwing those ones out there.
The horrible block. You see that block he did? That was terrible. Like they had to cut him. It was no. You had to cut him after that. Like he didn't even give no effort. Like it was a chance you could have mauled that dude, but he didn't. So it was like you got to get out of here. He's going to catch the ball.
He's good.
All right, and I'm gonna give you more information. All right, so Tim Tebow was a high school legend in Jacksonville. He's from Jacksonville. He played football at the Swamp, which is that's kind of Jacksonville land. And so it was more of a marketing ploy to get the people excited there. But what I feel bad about is, he had like the second or highest selling jersey of the offseason. So now there's just
Whoa.
thousands of people with Tim Tebow jerseys, and it's like at this point it's a joke. It's it's a roast. It's like, yo, you got one of those too. Like, you got to wear it every game now. I mean, it has an inside.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Damn,
Yeah, but
I would be mad.
He's not a tight end. No quarterback alive really transfers to any position other than receiver, because quarterbacks ain't usually physical like that.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
that's
But
true.
he was
That's-
a physical quarterback. Quarterback though, wasn't he? He was like he'd run you over and something like that.
well, he
was
played
one of
like kind of, yeah.
Well, I'm from the U, man, so I ain't got the best opinion of him. He was one of those like, hit me again, not like he was gonna hit you.
Oh,
He was
okay, I got you.
He was the tough, that guy, his nose is bleeding, like, do it again. And you're just like, all right,
Yeah. Got you.
Hey, I'm, what I'm saying, me and my family represent University of Georgia, so we're the same way. We're just like, what I'm saying, that's why we got some of these comments coming in good riddance regarding Tebow. Why would they even waste their coins? That's too funny. But yeah, I'm feeling the same way. And Pops is a big U fan too. I know he wanted to throw that out there for sure.
Yes,
so,
one quick question too about the U. Would you put you guys at like one of the greatest like sports schools ever, like top 3 or top 5? Where would you put you guys at?
Bruh, I'm telling you, like, all right, so my first day at the campus, I remember I was just sitting in the weight room waiting for everybody to get in, and Ed Reed walks in, man, and he's sitting there. If I'm starstruck, I'm just looking at Ed Reed like, and he knows he must do this all the time, so he just come and shake my hand. What's up, little man? How you doing? And he keeps going, and I just realized the culture. Literally, every player comes back. It's literally like an episode of Ballers every time at the University of Miami. Alabama's hot right now, but over the long period of time, since the 70s when they first started letting black players come to Miami, we've been dominant. And when we beat Alabama week 1 this year, we back now. We started the turnover chain, baby. Every university across America. I didn't get the turnover chain. It wasn't there when I was there. The turnover chain is the most swaggest piece of football since a Heisman Trophy, man. The turnover chain.
And they did invent that. Everybody had to go figure out what their little turnover gimmick was going to be. You did start that. As far as the swagger, you're right. As far as all the way back from the 80s, what I'm saying, Michael Irvin days, it's like they did set the tone. Miami
every year.
Yeah, so I agree, though. Miami's up there as far as if you want to talk about just legendary schools over time. I mean, and Pop says on their way back. And Jared, you alluded to that. I want to talk about that a little bit in one of our other segments for sure, too.
All right, we're going to get to it.
But and David says the Ravens probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for the U. I mean, they did poach a lot of players.
Ed Reed is the reason why I played safety in high school. Ed Reed is my all-time favorite safety ever, man. He's
I'm gonna ask about safety too. Would you put Sean Taylor as the greatest, even though he passed away? Is it Ed or would you put Sean?
Man, what Sean Taylor was able to do was amazing. In that little bit of time, he had such a crazy resume of highlights. And at Miami, he was amazing, but still, I think Ed Reed is the GOAT. I think Sean Taylor, if you ever watch him, my coach used to tell me, because he coached Randy Shannon used to coach him. He said he only really made about 5 tackles a game, but every one was a highlight hit. He was just a smart player. And I think obviously one of the best players. Who knows what he could have done, man? He was gone too soon. But I still think Ed Reed is just another level of beast. Probably Ed Reed, Trey Polamalu, just another level of breed that I feel like. And Sean Taylor could have been one of them, but I still think Ed Reed's the GOAT when you talk about safeties.
Got it. I mean, I agree, especially his longevity. What's that?
I'm gonna put Ryan Light the greatest of all times, though. I put Ed Reed on them.
Gotcha. But yeah, I don't know. Ed Reed, the longevity, especially because he, what I'm saying, he was so smart. As he waned down, he still knew what to do. And then Sean Taylor, much respect, rest in peace. That was too sad, and I still forever love his hit in the Pro Bowl on the punter.
Bro,
he was not playing around. I think about that every time.
That's the greatest Pro Bowl highlight of all time. No, the Pro Bowl is not serious football. Other than that, that's literally the greatest Pro Bowl highlight of all time.
Come on, I think about that every time.
Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, anybody can get it. Don't matter.
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready for sure. So, but that's what's up though. But I think we'll wrap up there for NFL talk. And then we'll go ahead and get to our next topic. Let's keep this thing moving.
Just respond with the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Got it.
All right. Jacket.
Travel.
Butterfly.
Foul.
Goat.
Kobe.
Subway.
Double dribble.
Okay. We're getting to some things. Let me try one more here. Spider.
Mitchell.
Okay, just as I suspected. All right, I have it. I think I know what it is. I think I have the diagnosis, and
Just give it to me straight, Doc. How much time I got left, man?
You're gonna be okay. but it's a serious case of NBA talk.
NBA talk.
All right, NBA talk. Let's get straight to it. It's the off season, but we know the off season can be pretty busy. But this week was kind of relatively quiet. Got a couple of things I want to just get everybody's opinion on up here. Summer League Championship is going on tonight. I'm not really too into it. It doesn't really matter who wins it, but I did think that the Summer League was pretty cool. Props to ESPN for airing so many games, you know what I'm saying, keeping us with that action. So also Marcus Smart got paid, and also Joel Embiid got paid on big 4-year extensions, locking down with their teams. And then some movement, some trades actually. We had Patrick Beverley and Rondo being traded for Bledsoe, and then Beverley was traded again today and from the Grizzlies. And where did he end up? I can't even remember now.
Minnesota.
Okay. He was traded twice in the past, basically 48 hours. But Bledsoe going back to the Clippers. So, Jared, any thoughts on NBA? We'll start with you, and we'll just fire off on anything that any of these topics.
I think Pat Beverley's trades is hilarious because he's kind of that pest of a player where people hate him who play against him, and now he's their teammate. You know, gotta walk in that locker room.
Right.
Hey, sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, it's real.
That's hilarious. But I still think he's a good player. He's going to help out. I think the Timberwolves are underrated. If you watch them, man, they got a lot of young talent. They played a lot of games very close. So I think they could be good this year if they keep him. Who knows, though? He may be on the third team by the time the season starts. And then, obviously, the Summer League is popping now. The NBA has gotten so good that I'm actually invested in the Summer League. That's crazy, man. It's one of those things where LiAngelo, like everybody was like, yo, LiAngelo was what LeBron James is to the regular NBA to the Summer League this year. And that's just crazy how like the Ball brothers went from being like villains because their dad would always talk too much to like the most loved family in the NBA. So it's pretty exciting, man. I actually am excited about the NBA season that's coming up.
Yeah, I agree. They've made the Summer League into a big event. Vegas is cashing in, you know, great weather and all that, and all those stadiums. So it's crazy to see how it's grown. But I'm invested too. I was watching. I watching all the Lakers games. That's my squad. But let's see. I want to jump to Marcus. I know you always got NBA comments and things like that. What do you think about what's been going on?
Oh, it's been going good. I like seeing people get paid, so that's the main thing I've been like seeing. So Joel Embiid, people like he shouldn't have got paid, but he should have. He's injury prone, but he's the franchise of the team. So I was happy for him getting his money. And Marcus Smart was pretty cool too. He got paid too. It wasn't much like the other guys, but he got his paid too. But I'm not too big in summer league. I don't really watch that. I wait till because a lot of guys not gonna make it anyway. So I just wait to see who guys gonna make it to the league. Then we'll go from there. But I'm not too fond of summer league. Gotcha. And then Pat Bev, anything, whatever. you know, I don't like him at all. So
I was about to say Marcus don't even like Patrick Beverley. So
Russ Westbrook, my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? So what he did to him, I never liked what he did to Russ at one time. So
gotcha.
Yeah,
Mari, you want to hop in on this?
Definitely invested in the Summer League. I agree with you all. We do have a G League team here in our backyard, which is the Houston Rockets team. So definitely invested in the Summer League. That's always fun. We've had a chance to go to several G League, Summer League camps, and they're right before All-Star Weekend, they have like a showcase. So it's cool for like the kids, you know what I'm saying? To see like up and coming stars, like they get to see them play in the G League and then see them transition. So my kids enjoy it. My kids like to see it. And you know, just watching those guys get those call ups. So we're invested in the Summer League. Trade moves. I agree with you all. Bledsoe going to the Clippers is an interesting move to me. Patrick Beverley fits more. I think Patrick Beverley fits better there than Bledsoe just because he is like a dog, you know? So I agree with what Jared said, you know, Patrick Beverley moving to teams, like he is like that nuisance when you play against him. His defense is just crazy. He's just that person that bothers you. So to now have to, like, that's your teammate and now you got to get along with him, like, I would be like Marcus, like the hell with him. You know what I'm saying? I, on the other hand, like Patrick Beverley. I love his play. So his style of play. So, you know, it's interesting. It sucks that he's had 2 trades in less than 24 hours or 48 hours. So, and then, you know, people getting paid. I mean, that's the whole nature of the game, the nature of the business, you know, extend your contract, get paid, and congratulations to them. You know, is anybody adopting? Because Some
Hey,
spots.
are we gonna ignore the money, the biggest money? You might have talked about it last week because y'all do this a lot, man. But the Scooter bill, like he turned out 84 and got 9. He got 5.
Yeah, we talked about that, but fire off on that. What do you think? He played himself? Is he ever going to get back to that level?
Man, as an athlete, so everybody's talking about they love seeing people get paid, but if I know sports fans, they always are like, "What? We gave Otto Porter $20 million a year?" And so it's weird to see people like we like seeing people get paid. I, as an athlete, am like, "Yo, get your money. It don't last forever. Every player should get paid." And I respect the fact that he gambled on himself. He's like, "Yo, I'm a top player. I could be a star on someone's team. I want to go out and I'm not going to take this Lakers contract and dim my light. I think I can go out there and make max contract money." And it didn't work out for him, and it sucks. But he got to sign the 1-year deal. He's on the Celtics, which is Tatum's team. But if anything happens to him, he got a lot of opportunity to play. And who knows? Maybe he's that next highest paid player. You know, when Dame leaves the Blazers, they're going to super max my dog Schroeder. That's what I'm hoping for. But it does suck that he just gambled on himself and lost.
So you think it was an agent, or you think it was him that decision?
I mean, you usually have a good idea of where you stand. And so as agents, like we're hearing calls that there's more money out there. He probably heard from a lot of people there was more money out there. And then a free agency happens, and who knows what happens. Oh, they're trading this player. This player is not going to be available, so people start spending money differently. But usually it's never like, "Yo, I don't care what they say. I'm not signing back." I think there's a lot more agents talking to people. You know, I don't want to say they colluded, but he probably knew there was other teams that were interested.
Yeah. And the timing comes into play, too, because when he had to turn out an extension, then he went on to get COVID and have the poor playoff run. So the timing of that, I think the way the season ended hurt him as well. Moms was asking, who's your NBA team? Who's your favorite team, or who do you follow?
Man, I'm a Bron fan, so anywhere he goes is great. Secretly, man, I used to be a Nuggets fan, diehard, and then they kind of were so bad, and I moved a lot that I was like, "Yo." So this year I was really rocking with the Suns. Like before they were good, like before they was balling. I told people on my show, I was like, I think the Suns are a dark horse to win the championship. People on Twitter going at my neck, throwing the Soldier Boy memes like, "Suns," and they almost won it. Like I was almost right, but it sucks, man. Giannis had to get one though. But actually, I've adopted the Suns since I've been in here. I love the fan base, you know, and I think they're a good team. So I've been rocking with the Suns lately.
For sure. That's what's up. All right, Strizzy, you want to fire off on any of these real quick before we talk? And I did want to get our thoughts about the Christmas Day lineup too.
Yeah, for sure.
Rick alluded to that one too. Santa's down there checking out the Lakers Nets.
Now, most definitely, I'll run through real quick, man. Summer League is always fun, man. You know, it's kind of like preseason football. It's our chance to get to see some of the top ranked rookies, you know what I'm saying, who are drafted 1 through 5 or 1 through 10, and then also some of the guys who are coming from, overseas or who were undrafted to see if they can make it, you know what I mean? And a lot of times those dudes kind of ball out. So Summer League's always fun. Like I get pretty invested in Summer League watching those guys play. As far as the trade goes, I'm kind of with Myra. I'm not really 100% sure if this trade makes a lot of sense to me. In my opinion, I think Pat Bev's a better shooter than Bledsoe. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of miss that really pesky defense, and in my opinion, a better shooter. So I'm not really sure what they're thinking with that. Nah, man, Bledsoe can't shoot. Bledsoe can't shoot. And then as far as Marcus Smart goes, and Embiid, obviously that's going to happen. I know he's a little injury prone, but like you got to pay that man. Like that's your franchise right now. That's your franchise player. Get him locked in so we can't go anywhere else. And I really like Marcus Smart for the Celtics. I always have. He's one of those players that, he's not going to go out there and average 25 a game for you, but he's going to do all the little things. I think he takes more charges in the NBA than any other player. He's a great defender, and he'll knock down a three when your team needs it. So just one of those guys who not only knows his role, but he plays that role very, very well. So I was actually happy for him to get an extension, and they didn't have to pay him a grip. I think it was 4 years, $77 million, something like that. So it's not like they had to pay him a lot to NBA standards. You know what I mean? So they locked him down for a pretty good extension, and he's always been really good for their team. So I think that was a really good signing for him. As Jared said, get your money. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool with 1/25 of that. So you know what I mean? Let me get a piece. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Other than that, I think it's cool.
That's what's up. Okay, wanted to shout out Anthony Weston. I don't know if we shouted him out yet. Appreciate you tuning in with us as always. he says he hopes LiAngelo makes it with the Hornets. That would be dope. As Jared said, they're becoming one of those lovable, like the family of the NBA. So so that's what's up. We'll see.
And do you know, like, can you imagine how much it sucks to be him that like both of your brothers in the NBA and you're not? Like,
well,
he should have became an agent and did it on purpose. You know, I don't want to play anyway. I want to be the agent. That's what I would do because he ain't gonna make it in the NBA. Sorry.
The stealing in China at the Disneyland. That's what hurt him the most because he didn't really get a chance to flourish in college.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. I almost forgot about that, but that's a great point. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. LeVar, you know what I'm saying? All his predictions coming true, you know, so you never know. In 20 years, they might be making a movie about him like Richard Williams, you know?
Yeah, maybe he could have beat Jordan one-on-one now.
You never know.
He's been right about everything else.
Hey, and if both of his, two of his out of three end up on Jordan's team, that is pretty interesting too. So maybe that'll happen one day, you know? Maybe they'll get liquored up a little bit, get fired up, you know what I'm saying? One night going in the backyard, you know? They're both very competitive. So we
somebody get your phone out and record that. So
exactly.
Nah, you know Michael gonna be like, no phones, just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Michael will track everybody down.
Michael gonna be like, he took his phone out, and I took that personally.
For real.
The most you get in 20 years, it'd be a documentary about the game. Like, yeah.
Exactly. He's like, we'll drop it when it's time. Oh man. All right, that's what's up. All right, I think we're just gonna do a quick other sports segment real quick. Let's jump to that so we can, because I definitely want to get Jared's opinion on this next thing.
All right, guys, it's your boy Strizzy. We're wrapping it up with the Overweight Championship of the World. Getting back to the studio, guys, in 3, 2.
Whoa. No wrap up yet. Hold on. What are you going back to the studio for? Mr. A's right here. Overweight champion of the world.
For other sports.
For other sports like what?
Like golf.
Like golf. Mr. A can play golf.
And tennis.
Tennis, sure. Soccer, baseball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mr. A can do all that, especially hockey too. I even go on ice.
Okay.
No reason to go back to that. Other sports is right here. We got other sports right here.
You heard it here first. We got other sports right here.
All right. Other sports, jump into that real quick. Let's see. So the one I wanted to definitely get, Jared, your opinion about is the NCAA preseason polls. We did talk about this a little bit last week, but the De'Aaron King, I love this dude. He's coming back off an injury. And the U is ranked 16th preseason, but they have Alabama on the schedule first, and then they have a couple other big opponents. So what do you think? Could they sneak and surprise us this year?
I think that every year is kind of hard. We win a couple games. Everybody's like, the U is back, and then we start losing. So I don't want to jinx us and put that there. I think with a whole offseason to prepare for the Alabama Crimson Tide, who can't be on top forever. Yes, they got so many freaking athletes, but eventually even Rome fell, even Miami fell. So I think that this is an opportunity to try to chip their armor. I think it's a big test for us. I think we finally got a good quarterback. It's been years since we had a solid quarterback. And so with that being the case, and our defense is strong. We kept almost everybody on our line. Only people we lost was Phillips and Russo didn't even play. So I think Miami has what it takes to shock the world. If they win this game and they start off 6-0, I get worried because everybody's like, yo, the U's number one, and then they're going to blow it to some sorry team like North Carolina. So I'm not going to speak too early. But I do think that, if I know my boys, they training right now in Alabama. They usually win and beat everybody by like 20 points in the first game. I'm telling you, De'Aaron King in Miami might have something up their sleeve.
That's what's up. I think so too. Returning a lot of starters, as you alluded to, I think like 10 on the offense and 9 on the defense or something like that. So that continuity might help too. So we'll be watching closely for that one. But the other sports topics, we don't have anything too crazy. The MLB Field of Dreams was pretty cool, seeing the players come out of the cornfield, but I think they kind of overhyped it, especially since it's just based on a movie, which is fiction. Like, it's not like it's actually legendary.
Was it a real game?
They did play a real game. And it ended up being pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Tim Anderson hit a home run for the White Sox in extra innings or the bottom of the ninth to win it. So it was cool seeing the ball go into the cornfield.
Okay. I didn't know it was an actual game. I thought it was just kind of like messing around or something.
Yeah. And they already announced next year they're going to do the Reds and the Cubs. So Strizzy, your squad is going to be in there. What do you think about this, though? Did you even see it, or what did you think?
Nah, honestly, I didn't see the game. We're not talking about the Cubs right now. They literally cleaning house. You know what I'm saying? They are literally tanking on purpose right now. They literally got rid of everybody, dude. So like I guess we preparing for the future apparently right now.
Apparently.
We definitely preparing for the future right now. Yeah, they're getting rid of literally everybody. It's wild.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about? I seen a couple of guys they got traded. They was at their home. Then they started crying because they on the phone. Going to another team, you crying. How do you accept you accept those guys? Like they get a pass for doing that, or how does that go? Because like they're really emotional about leaving that team. So
I mean, I'm sure it sucks. I'm sure Jared could probably talk to that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
No,
you know.
trades are the worst, man. Trades are the worst because you don't have a say-so in it oftentimes. I mean, sometimes if you're a star player, they'll let you. But you got your kids in school. Your wife has all her friends there, and all of a sudden you got to get ready for a game. You're planning for this weekend, and they give you a call like, "Oh, you're moving to Cincinnati," and you're like, "Huh?" Like that. And so trades are never cool. I mean, one of the most famous clips ever was Trevor Ariza was playing a game, and they traded him as he on the sideline, don't know nothing about it. And so I really feel like, and that's what LeBron talks about. People, when you leave a team during a free agency, they want to burn your jersey. They hate you, but let a team trade you. They're like, "Oh, that was a good move." It's the loyalty is not really as strong as it should be. So I almost feel like players, there should be something. I mean, obviously they have no trade clause, but they should really have a player have an option to be like, "Hey, I'm going to decline a player option on trades."
Yeah, yeah, because that can be so devastating. And yeah, we've seen some pretty crazy moments, like you said, the Trevor Ariza one. There was one, I think it was Flores for the Mets, that was like literally crying as he was walking off the field because they told him like mid-game. So that it must be very shocking for sure.
Yeah, imagine you being on like the Patriots or the Buccaneers or the Chiefs, and then like week 6 they like, "Oh, bro, you got traded to the Jets," and you like, "Oh, come on, bro."
Hey, the Patriots were notorious for that, or trading him to the Browns when the Browns were bad because they knew they weren't going to pay him after next year. So they just be like, "Yo, get him out of here." And you're like, "Man, I was planning on a ring. I was planning on all kinds of things." So, let's see though. Anthony Weston and Rick, they liked the game. They said the game was good. Anthony Weston said it was dope. Baseball needs more things to incorporate for excitement, and that's true. So we'll see. It looks like it's going to be a yearly thing though. Also, NHL, no big deal, but they introduced the logos on their helmets. Next year, they're going to have logos on their jerseys as well, and advertising to try to generate some more money, kind of like the NBA does. But a little bit of news there. Soccer, top flight European soccer started this weekend. Everybody's in full effect, but my team, Arsenal, they're just terrible. It's going to be a really long year. But I just had to put that out there.
Don't skim over the fact that they got a lot of rumors that Ronaldo's going to go to PSG too. And so they get Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo on the same team. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be. Say it was rumors, though. He said it was BS.
Well, obviously,
yeah.
You're not gonna give up a Bobby for. You don't want to give up a young prime player for an aging star, even though it would be cool to see. It's like, are you really worried about your future at all? But I still think that would be just nuts to see because I mean, you think the Nets and the super teams in the NBA or something. Wait till you see that team.
Right.
Wow.
No, I agree. Messi.
It'd be the Harlem Globetrotters of soccer, dog. It'd be crazy.
All kinds of trick shots.
Right. Literally.
They guarantee will win the team.
Well, the ego would be hard when you get like a penalty kicks or a game-winning kick. Who kicks that kick? Obviously you're gonna have egos collide. Yeah, but other than that, you would love to see it because in soccer, one of the few sports where like a super team really makes a difference. Like sometimes in the NBA, maybe the Nets don't work out, but if you get a super team in soccer, they can literally just sweep the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think PSG is going to be crazy even without any more movement. You mentioned Mbappe. He's like a big-time rising star. And then Messi, he hasn't made his debut yet for them, and then Neymar. So they are fully loaded.
Yeah.
One other thing about, though, Messi's squad that he left, Barca, they're like $1.5 billion in debt. And that's part of the reason why the trade or the contract for Messi could not be like validated or whatever. They're, I guess, in big financial trouble. So that sucks losing their star and being in that much debt at the same time. It's going to be rough roads ahead for Barcelona. For real, like for real, $1.5 billion in debt. So that's crazy. But other than that, too, we have boxing this weekend. Pacquiao versus Ugas, who is replacing Spence. Pacquiao, this may be his last fight. We'll see, but he is running for president next May in the Philippines. So I don't see him continuing if he does make it as president.
For the last 20 years.
Well, he was like council member, Congress member. He's working his way up. You know what I'm saying? Now it's president. So we'll see.
He can't get it already.
He can't get his ass whipped and then go out there and like lose in presidency too. You got to come up with some momentum.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need that campaign. You can't be having the posters and stuff. His opponents got him laid out like after the Marquez fight. You know,
you can't walk him up and introduce your new president. He got a black eye.
exactly. So we'll see. Hopefully he gets this win to kind of build some momentum for his campaign. Some people, can't believe Rick says can't believe Manny is still fighting, and I agree, but he still needs those checks too. But apparently this replacement is a stud, and even though the odds are heavily in Pacquiao's favor, some people are saying he might get upset. So we might have to take a look at that, on those sites we were talking about. We'll see. But any other topics for in other sports? I think that was it, really. But any other comments you guys wanted to make on these before we moved on?
I want Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul. I want that fight to happen. I don't know what they do.
Tank Davis. That would be insane.
I think I got it. Who's about to fight him next? Gonna end him already. I think I forget his name, but I think he's gonna end Jake Paul.
Nah, Tyron Woodley, he collecting the check, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was hoping he was gonna get him.
He's at the tail end of his career. This is probably gonna be the biggest amount of money he's ever made. I can see this being a lot more money of a move than actual I'm finna get his man these work, So that's all I have.
I thought he was gonna get him.
I agree, actually.
Tyron Woodley is a good friend of the family, so I'm gonna retract everything y'all just said from the record.
Well, I hope he still does his business, but
he's gonna be paid. I mean, don't really hurt
smart business.
It don't hurt his record. He's gonna get money one way or another.
You see, Mayweather got $100 million in less than 2 hours. So hey,
exactly.
I'll stand in the ring and get my ass beat.
Well, Ben Askren, the last UFC switchover that fought them was like, hey, I don't get it, but I made more money tonight than in my whole career. So
True.
I mean, it makes sense. So that Woodley fight is the 28th though. So a little bit more time before that, but that is exciting. We'll see what happens with that one. And also apparently Rampage Jackson is talking about making a comeback in combat sports. I'm just like, man, I almost forgot about him totally. But the very first UFC video game, he was bomb though on that one.
Look what Mike Tyson started, man. We gotta watch our grandfathers out there fighting each other like
right. They're like, everybody can do it. Anthony Wesley said Riddick Bowe versus George Foreman too. Is that real? Is that happening?
They should set this up like in somebody's
George Foreman came and walked. I don't think he's doing no ring.
I wouldn't watch that.
Nah.
They swinging their walkers at each other. No,
pretty much.
They do have a dope documentary coming out called The Kings with Sugar Ray, Thomas Hearn, and I forget the other guy. The bald head, he passed away. I forget his name. He was a bald head guy. He was strong. They all fought each other a lot of times.
What's like Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler, he's in it, and then the other guy who beat Sugar Ray. Is it start with D? Is it the Mexican guy?
I don't know. Nonito Donaire?
I think so.
Maybe.
But it's on HBO. It's a dope documentary.
That's what's up. I have to check that out. But yeah, I think that was it. I don't think we're gonna do it this or that, but I just wanted to. Oh yeah, we're gonna pull this up real quick. My bad. This week in sports, real fast. We'll run through the schedule, and I want to know if there's anything else you guys are watching. I was looking, and it was looking kind of light. WNBA started back up. We got Seattle versus New York, which Seattle just won the Commissioner's Cup, which was kind of a little interesting mid-year tournament that they did, but now they're back in action. Preseason, we got the Patriots, Eagles. Nothing too serious, but week 2 of the preseason, we're going to see with only 3 games this week if they're going to actually play some starters, starting a little bit more, than just like the one series that we saw. Little League World Series is going on. I just put this on here because I love watching the Little League World Series. They make so many errors, like throwing the ball, and like you can't take anything for granted. So that's always usually fun. And the kids, and they always show like who their favorite person is and things like that. And I realized and remember how old I am. Saturday we got the Pacquiao game, and then Monday Night Football, which still no big deal. But Jags versus Saints, you get to see Trevor Lawrence and get to see the first official Monday Night Football game. So that's what's up there. What are you guys watching though? Is there anything else going on? Am I missing anything? Because it's pretty much off season for everything else.
Y'all watch that Malice in the Palace documentary on Netflix?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
Marcus said just okay.
My
they could have did so much with that documentary. You know, I look at everything. They could have did a lot more with it. I'm not gonna ruin it, but when you see it, you might say the same thing. They could have did a little bit more.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It should have been one episode.
I've always been like with the players. You know what I mean? Like fans sometimes get a little too out of hand. You know what I mean? And I think the documentary kind of like really kind of showed like the player side of it and why it got to the extent that it did. You know what I mean? It's like all those clips are so edited. You know what I mean? Like, you finally get to see like their side and how much it really affected them.
If that happened today, I don't know if you get the same outcome. Some of these fan fights, man. These fans got hands now. I don't know if you saw Aaron Donald jersey. Oh, he hands in the floor. You better be careful walking in them fans.
That is true.
Everybody want to be a UFC fighter now.
Now I was gonna mention too how these fans have been going crazy at the end of last year, and then now this year with NFL coming back in full force. You know, that was SoFi out in LA the first time that stadium was open to fans, and they got this big brawl. This dude thinking he's the real family. Aaron Donald. Yeah, exactly.
So fight family.
Yeah, so we'll see though. I do think it's crazy that you think, oh, that's so long ago and things must have changed, but it really hasn't. There's still that sense of entitlement, people paying their money, people acting like a fool when they get out in public. So so that is kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to check out that documentary for sure.
Miss Stephanie came through.
Miss Stephanie, what's good? What's good? Out there holding it down in Vegas. Welcome. Thank you for joining
my
in.
last question. I know we're running long. I got one question. Who's one athlete, if they did fight a fan, who's one athlete in all sports that will fight a fan and you would be like, yep, you can see that happening?
Now he's present or past? Can it be?
I'm gonna go with Marcus Peters. I know Marcus Peters. He's too real. You try him.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna go with Meta World Peace.
That's the funny thing. He already was, but he fit the mold for that.
For sure.
I would say Marshawn Lynch. I think he'll give it to a fan.
Oh yeah, anybody from Oakland?
Because he's pretty real. Exactly. Yeah. You know, but he's so fun loving now. That dude is a trip. Like
he's making money.
Yeah.
My favorite video, Marshawn Lynch, is him whipping the golf cart. That's my favorite video.
I'm waiting for Ben Simmons to do it. I think Ben Simmons is gonna lose it one day. He's gonna miss a free
throw. Be like
throw.
the next person that be talking.
Burn my jersey again. I said you on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Pop said Ray Lewis. That would have been crazy. You don't think so? He wouldn't have fired off?
Well, the plane, not now, but yeah, playing while that Ray was crying crazy. So yeah.
I think Russell Westbrook too. Like if people don't hold Russell back, somebody for sure.
He's one. Hopefully, with this new LA squad, he can be a little bit cool. He's back in Cali. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Eagles will fly in LA too.
Yeah, Triz, who's the guy that played for y'all? He was like a karate guy. I forget his name. He played for the Heat. He was like a martial arts type of guy. Oh, I can't think of his name. But he played for the Heat in the bubble though. But he was like known. They said nobody would ever fight him because he would pretty much kill somebody. I think of it later on though. But he was.
See, I think right now.
I think Matt Barnes. He don't take nothing from nobody. Like
Matt Barnes ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, Matt Barnes.
He's pump faking.
As a fan, Matt Barnes ain't playing it. Oh, Kwame Brown, not OG Kwame Brown. I didn't know about Kwame Brown. You don't want to.
I learned a lot about Kwame Brown the last couple of months, man.
Yeah,
I learned a lot.
Dude. And Pops hit on another one. I was going to say this one. Bobby Portis, he still looks like he's one that'll fire off on somebody. He still looks like he hasn't learned.
He's a little wired different. He's wired different.
Yeah,
real
sure. Yeah, he's a little loco. Maybe Josh Hart too. You know, you never know.
Y'all bring that topic back, man. I want more answers, man. Y'all bring that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to check on that one. But yeah, no, I think we're almost about to wrap it up though. What else do you have for final say, Strizzy? Were you going to plug something this week?
No, not this week. I don't really have anything.
Okay.
Like I said, man, I just wanted to thank Jared for coming through. I really appreciate his time. I know he's super busy. Got a bunch going on, man. So if you are not already following, please follow my boy at Instagram at Jared Quay. Pretty sure he could plug himself. But you know what I'm saying, definitely major shout out to him. I really appreciate you coming through.
I think he's the first guest too that did a full show with us too, all the way through.
I appreciate it, man. This is fun.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, we try to keep it light and just have a little bit of fun with it, and we make sure we hit our topics. So we definitely do appreciate you rocking the whole show with us for sure.
Thank you for sure.
And it was cool to learn more about you and your career. I appreciate you keeping 100 from the jump.
Always.
And we'll be watching closely that tour. Tour coming to a city of your year.
I'm on that, man. So I'll be watching you for sure. You don't want me over with that one.
We're gonna have to check out a Ravens away game or something like that. We're gonna have to make something happen. But you said you're also doing dates like in town and things like that.
Yeah, actually, I gotta get out of here pretty soon. I got a show at 8:00 tonight at House of Comedy. So I don't know if this is live. If you up in North Scottsdale, you want to watch some comedy, come check me out. And then, I'm doing. I think I'm at the Stand Up Live in October. I got a couple of dates, so go on my website jaredquay.com and you'll be able to catch me in my upcoming shows.
Yeah.
I'll be there on one of those for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
And Rick says, "Tell your brother to be nice to Big Ben, please."
Absolutely not. Hey, just to get y'all excited, man. Calais is in some of the best shape. He's old as can be. He's a dinosaur in the league, but he's in his best shape. So week 1 through 6, man, I promise you, you're gonna see something crazy, man. And so yeah, if he play your team in that first 6 weeks, I feel sorry for you.
Can I ask one silly question though about Calais? Where do you get the voice from? Is that hereditary, or he just got that voice like that, or
nah? It's shocking if you really want to. I know his voice so well. If you go back and watch his rookie year where he talks, you're like, that's not Calais talking right there.
Wow.
He lost his voice over years because he always be at the game screaming like "woo" and
got it
in the locker room. And so he lost it. And I don't know if it's because he's taller, you don't get the voice the same. I don't know if he was his height, maybe he sound different. But overall, he just lost his voice recently, man. But yeah, hopefully he turns into like an animated character or something.
For real, man, because you know that voice when you hear it, he's unique. So
that's what's up. That's too funny. So a little insider scoop on that one. We appreciate you. But all right, then we're going to go ahead and sign off. That was episode 103 of Say Like a Champ. Thank you very much to our special guest, Jared Quay. We appreciate you. Everybody go check him out. It's your boy, A-Dub.
Take care, y'all.
All right. And then, we'll go ahead and log off. But yeah, thank you so much for being there, Jared. And for our permanent special guest, we a super producer. We got Strizzy, all of the OG crew. So that's what's up. I'm glad that we got to be back together and have that guest. That's what's up. And thank you one last time to all the slackers tuning in. We appreciate your time. We know your time is very important, but thank you guys for all the interaction and everything like that today. So it is your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy, y'all. I'm out.
It's your girl, Myra May.
And it's taco!